The twisted world of Magdalena Solis, High Priestess of Blood. Welcome, everyone, to a truly chilling tale. Today at the Tales of Terror, we unravel the captivating story of Magdalena Solis, known as the High Priestess of Blood. Magdalena Solis, a mysterious figure, led a cult that left a dark mark on history. She engaged in unspeakable rituals and manipulated vulnerable individuals. In her twisted world, Magdalena Solis orchestrated horrifying acts that shook humanity to its core. From blood-soaked ceremonies to the allure of power, her followers became trapped in a dangerous web. Join us as we venture into the heart of darkness, where the line between faith and fantasism blurs. Prepare to question the limits of belief and uncover the chilling truth hidden beneath. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell as we delve into this bone-chilling saga. Get ready to explore the eerie world of Magdalena Solis, the High Priestess of Blood. Sit tight, hold your breath, and brace yourself for an unsettling journey into the depths of this haunting story. Our adventure begins now. Background. In the poverty-stricken region of Tamaulipas, Magdalena Solis emerged from a dysfunctional family. Born in 1947, she became a prostitute under her brother's influence before joining a notorious sect in 1963. Crippled by theological psychosis, she descended into a twisted world of delusions, sadomasochism, fetishism, and even pedophilia. Brace yourself for the harrowing tale of a lost girl turned sadistic monster, where faith becomes a weapon and darkness reigns supreme. In the late 1960s, early 1970s, the Hernandez brothers, Santos and Cayetano, embarked on a cunning scheme to amass quick wealth. Their journey led them to the secluded and impoverished village of Yerba Buena, a place plagued by illiteracy and destitution. Here, they hatched a plan to pose as prophets and high priests of the mighty and exiled Inca gods. With audacious claims, the brothers declared that the Inca deities would bestow hidden treasures upon the villagers if they worshipped and offered tributes. Furthermore, they promised to reclaim the ancient kingdom and punish those who doubted their divine authority. Remarkably, despite their lack of knowledge about Inca mythology and pre-Hispanic history, which clearly showed that the Incas thrived in Peru rather than Mexico, the Hernandez brothers managed to captivate the people of Yerba Buena. They successfully established a substantial following, demanding both financial and sexual tributes from their adult male and female disciples. Bizarre drug-infused orgies became part of their ritualistic practices, and they even stooped so low as to sell some of their subordinates into sexual slavery. For a while, the cult operated smoothly. However, as time went on, doubts began to fester among the believers when the high priests failed to fulfill their extravagant promises. In a bid to salvage their dwindling credibility, the Hernandez brothers journeyed to Monterrey, hoping to recruit prostitutes who would willingly participate in their charade. It was there that they encountered Magdalena and her brother, who agreed to join forces with them. During a subsequent ritual, a stunning spectacle unfolded as Solis, one of the recruits, was presented as the reincarnation of the goddess Coatlicue. This awe-inspiring illusion, created through an elaborate smokescreen trick, convinced the sect's followers of Solis's authenticity. Unbeknownst to the Hernandez brothers, Solis gradually began to believe in her divine status, ultimately seizing control of the entire cult. Reign of Solis in the blood ritual. As Solis seized control, a chilling wave of horror swept through the cult. Two disillusioned followers, weary of the unspeakable sexual abuse, mustered the courage to break free from the clutches of their tormentors. But their escape plan was quickly unraveled as other members, terrified of the consequences, betrayed their intentions to Solis and the Hernandez brothers. In a twisted proclamation, Solis condemned the heretics to a sinister fate, sacrificial slaughter. Tragically, these two souls were mercilessly lynched by their own fellow believers. The initiation of Bloodshed marked a sinister turning point for Solis. Craving more than the banality of orgies, she plunged into a realm of unfathomable darkness. Demanding human sacrifices, She concocted a horrifying blood ritual. Dissenting members, selected as sacrificial lambs, were subjected to unimaginable torment. They were brutally beaten, burned, cut, and mutilated by the entire cult, their bodies left to bleed out in agonizing death. The blood, mingled with chicken blood and narcotics like marijuana or peyote, was collected in a chalice. Solis herself would partake, passing the vile elixir to the Hernandez brothers and other devotees, claiming it granted them supernatural powers, and as the ritual reached its gruesome climax, the victim's heart would be mercilessly torn from its lifeless form. Fueling their beliefs with echoes of Aztec mythology, Solis and the Hernandez brothers propagated the notion that blood alone nourished the insatiable gods, and their goddess required it to retain eternal youth. For 6 harrowing weeks, this reign of terror persisted, claiming the lives of 4 individuals whose hearts were gruesomely extracted post-mortem. In the mists of May 1963, a 14-year-old local boy named Sebastian Guerrero stumbled upon a horrifying sight. As he wandered near the caves where the cult conducted their rituals, he was drawn to the strange lights and unsettling noises emanating from within. Curiosity mingled with fear as he cautiously approached, only to witness an unspeakable act, a murder in progress, committed by the cult members. Overwhelmed by terror, Guerrero fled for his life, running tirelessly for over 25 kilometers until he reached Villagrán. Seeking help from the nearest police station, exhausted and traumatized, he struggled to articulate the horrors he had witnessed. All he could manage to convey was a chilling description of a group of murderers, lost in ecstasy, gathered together to drink human blood. Sadly, Guerrero's shocking account was met with skepticism and ridicule by the police officers. They dismissed his words as the ramblings of a disturbed or intoxicated boy, failing to comprehend the gravity of his claims. Determined to uncover the truth, one investigator named Luis Martinez volunteered to accompany Guerrero back to the scene of the crime, hoping to find evidence that would validate the young boy's harrowing experience. Together, they embarked on a fateful journey, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. As night turned to day, the hours slipped away, but neither Guerrero nor Martinez returned. Fear and uncertainty gripped the town of Villagrán as whispers of a sinister cover-up began to circulate. The community was left with an unsettling question. What happened to the courageous investigator who vowed to shed light on the mystery of the vampires? The truth remained shrouded, leaving everyone to wonder how deep the darkness truly extended. Culprits caught and justice served. Concerned by the sudden disappearance of Sebastian Guerrero and their fellow officer, the police force realized the gravity of the situation and sought assistance from the army. Together, on May 31, 1963, they launched a joint operation in Yerba Buena. They successfully apprehended Magdalena and Bloodshed Solis, who were found at a nearby farm while under the influence of marijuana. Tragically, Santos Hernandez, one of the Hernandez brothers, met his demise during their arrest, losing his life while resisting. His brother Cayetano had already fallen victim to a deranged cult member named Jess Rubio, who later confessed to the chilling act, claiming it was done in an attempt to gain protection. Inside the caves where the cult members had taken refuge, violent shootouts erupted, resulting in multiple fatalities. As the investigation deepened, a grim truth emerged. The dismembered bodies of Sebastian Guerrero and Luis Martinez were discovered near the farm where Solis' siblings had been residing. Martinez's heart had been ruthlessly removed from his chest. Further exploration of the caves led to the horrific discovery of 6 additional mutilated corpses. Magdalena and Elizar were sentenced to 50 years in prison for their involvement in the 2 proven killings. However, the surviving cult members refused to testify against them, leaving many other murderers without concrete evidence. Due to mitigating circumstances such as illiteracy and impoverished backgrounds, the remaining cultists were sentenced to 30 years in prison. In the years that followed, some former members began to share their accounts of the unspeakable horrors they endured while under the sect's grip. Thank you for joining us on this chilling journey in the dark world of Magdalena Solis, the High Priestess of Blood. We hope this glimpse into her twisted story has left you both captivated and disturbed. As we reflect on the depths of human darkness and the allure of power, we invite you to share your thoughts. What fascinated you the most about Magdalena's manipulation and the horrors of the cult? How do you think such individuals are able to exert control over vulnerable individuals? And finally, what does this story teach us about the blurred lines between faith and fanaticism? We value your insight and look forward to hearing your reflections in the comments below. Stay tuned for more bone-chilling true crime content, and remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to never miss an episode. Thank you for joining us.